Hello and welcome to Housing TV News at the top of the hour, coming to you from our studios in the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Raymond Ken Mbata. Our top stories. Tinubu receives Jonathan at Aso Rock amid Guinea-Bissau political tensions. Federal government reaffirms commitment to security reform as Police Academy graduates 1,187 cadets. Zamfara to commission 4 remodeled Emirates, build 6 more by 2026. And on the foreign scene, Guinea-Bissau military bans protests ahead of ECOWAS visit. And now the news in details. President Bola Tinubu on Saturday hosted former President Goodluck Jonathan at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, where the two leaders discussed the escalating political situation in Guinea-Bissau. Jonathan, who serves as the ECOWAS Special Envoy to Guinea-Bissau, briefed President Tinubu on the latest developments following renewed tensions involving key political actors and state institutions in the West African nation.
Thank you so much. I came this evening to brief Mr. President what happened. Well, that's the tradition. You have a former president, all these regional and continental issues. Whenever you're involved, when you get back home, you have to brief your president because the ECOWAS leaders will meet. I will not be there. So you'll be able to get first-hand information. I think, just like I mentioned in the press briefing, the key thing is that that election was concluded. Tallying of the results was almost concluded. In fact, the results are known. And the key thing is that the winner of that election must be announced. Well, they cannot kick out the military with force, otherwise people will die. But let us know the winner of the election. So what I'm asking the ECOWAS leaders to do is to reach out to the military leadership in Guinea-Bissau. Talk to them. They are human beings. They know the right thing to be done. First, for them to release the opposition man, because the man has not committed any offense. He didn't announce himself as a winner of election. If he has done that, they will say it was a treasonable offense. So there was no reason to arrest him. So they should release that man. Then they should announce the result. And if the military will agree, the person who won the election should be inaugurated as the president of the country. We are tired of this in Africa. We are tired. Every day is negative story, negative story. What happened in Guinea-Bissau? It is not what some people would say palace coup. It was not a palace coup. We know coups. Real coups, palace coups we know in Nigeria. This was not even a palace coup. I was looking for the appropriate word to describe. I couldn't get it. I described it as a ceremonial coup. It was a ceremony conducted by the head of state himself.
The meeting comes as concerns deepen over the country's fragile political environment, prompting intensified consultations among leaders within the sub-region. The engagement also reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to promoting regional peace, safeguarding democratic governance, and supporting elder statesmen representing the country in international roles. President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his administration's commitment to building a modern, professional, and accountable police force. The president made the remark at the passing out parade of 1,187 graduating cadets of the Nigerian Police Academy, Wudil, in Kano State. Represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akume, President Tinubu urged the new officers to demonstrate integrity, fairness, and discipline as they take up responsibilities in protecting lives and property nationwide. He also assured continued federal support for the Police Academy and other security institutions, pledging increased investment in training, resources, and equipment to boost operational efficiency. In his remarks, the commandant of the Academy, AIG Patrick Adedeji, noted that the 1,187 cadets had successfully completed both academic and professional training earning bachelor's degrees in various fields. He described the graduating officers as worthy in character and learning.
As police officers, you are expected to uphold the highest ethical standards, treat every citizen with respect and fairness, and uphold the rule of law. Nation puts its trust in you and will expect you to serve selflessly and be prepared to render ultimate sacrifice if the need arises. Our administration is committed to supporting the Nigeria Police Academy, the police and other security agencies with the resources, training and equipment they need to excel. We will work tirelessly to address the root causes of insecurity and promote economic development, social cohesion and inclusivity. This distinguished corps of cadets 996 cadets of the regular Corps 7 who have been well trained and nurtured and who have successfully completed both their academic studies and professional training. Your Excellency, sir, they are therefore worthy both in character and in learning for this exercise. All of them have been awarded various bachelor degrees in different disciplines, and concurrently today are qualified for commission as Assistant Superintendent of Police.
And on to educational matters, the National Examinations Council has extended its global operations to Burkina Faso after accrediting schools to conduct the Senior School Certificate Examination and Basic Education Certificate Examination. A NECO accreditation team assessed the school's facilities, including classrooms, laboratories, libraries, examination halls, security, and teacher adequacy, and granted full accreditation following a satisfactory evaluation. This expansion underscores NECO's commitment to quality assessment beyond Nigeria and strengthens its position as a leading examination body in Africa. It adds to existing overseas centers in the UK, Togo, Benin Republic, Niger Republic, Equatorial Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and Saudi Arabia. Nigeria's ambassador to Burkina Faso, MD Galadima, praised the initiative, noting that Nigeria's families previously faced security and financial challenges traveling to Nigeria for the exams. He urged the Nigerian community to take advantage of the new opportunity. Leader of the NECO team, Dr. Uche Ezenwanne, said the accreditation will allow Nigerian students in Burkina Faso to sit for NECO exams without traveling home. Moving on to other matters, the NDLEA has dismantled a Lagos-based drug network that distributed Canadian Loud disguised as imported Christmas cookies and snacks. Two suspects, Deji Adesonya and Olubiyi Majekudumi, were arrested in Lekki, where officers recovered 5 kg of Loud and designer packaging. In a separate Lagos raid, a drug kingpin, Philip Ucheka, was arrested with 55.6 kg of Loud and 3 delivery vehicles. NDLEA operatives also intercepted Loud concealed in a teddy bear from Thailand and Tramadol capsules hidden in vitamin C bottles headed for the UK. Across Oyo, Ondo, Kogi, Kano, Bauchi, Seme, Abuja, and Kaduna, multiple arrests were made and large quantities of skunk, codeine, tramadol, and ammunition were seized, including 1,125 rounds of 7.62 mm ammunition. NDLEA commands also intensified war against drug abuse, sensitization campaigns nationwide, and the NDLEA chairman, Brigadier General Muhammad Buba Marwa, retired, commended the officers for the successful operations. And on to health matters, the Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors has suspended its nationwide strike after 29 days following an extraordinary NEC meeting and renewed engagements with the federal government. NARD President Dr. Muhammad Suleiman said that the suspension follows the signing of an MOU reviewing progress on the union's 19-point demands. He noted that payment of promotion arrears and salary backlogs is expected within 4 weeks as CMDs and MDs finalize outstanding figures. He added that directives on specialist allowances have been issued while the committee handling the case of the disengaged Lokoja 5 has recommended their reinstatement within 2 weeks. Efforts are also ongoing to clear omitted payments from the 25/35% salary adjustments and accoutrement allowances. Suleiman confirmed that issues around skipping, entry-level placement, and house officer matters have been resolved, and hospital heads have also been directed to stop controversial locum clauses, reduce excessive call duties, and ensure adequate rest for resident doctors. Committees reviewing work hour regulations and the locum policies are expected to submit revised guidelines within 2 months. NARD warned that if the federal government fails to deliver on the agreed timelines within 4 weeks from Monday, the strike suspension will be immediately lifted. Moving on to Benue State, the government is set to establish a business fund to support small and medium enterprises, especially for youths stepping into entrepreneurship. Group Managing Director of the Benue Investment and Property Company, Dr. Raymond Asemakaha, CFA, announced the plan at the grand finale of the statewide skill acquisition program at the Aparaku Stadium, Makurdi, where 5,580 youths graduated from various vocational training initiated by Governor Hyacinth Alia. Beneficiaries drawn from the 23 local government areas showcased skills in painting, cosmetology, Ankara design, organic fertilizer production, makeup, shoemaking, catering, and more. Describing the youths as a significant emerging market, Dr. Asemakaha said that transforming their skills into viable businesses would help grow the state's economy. He also donated a 1 million naira seed grant to each of the 7 graduating groups, totaling 7 million naira to support their startups. He urged the government to enact business-friendly policies that would unlock bigger markets for young entrepreneurs and drive SMEs expansion. Asemakaha added that prioritizing practical, skill-based training is essential for boosting Benue's GDP and positioning the state as a hub for innovative small enterprises. He further noted that empowering youths to start businesses will create jobs, reduce idleness, and help tackle insecurity. Dr. Asemakaha commended Governor Alia for prioritizing youth empowerment and called for sustained investment in skills and entrepreneurship programs. And still on Benue State, the government, in partnership with International Organization for Migration, is set to construct a water treatment plant to supply clean water from the Naka Dam to residents of Naka and internally displaced persons in Gwer West local government area. During an assessment visit, the head of IOM sub-office, Makurdi, Mediatrice Berangayo, inspected the dam and an old damage treatment facility previously provided by the Victim Support Program. She also met with displaced women and girls, emphasizing regular mother-daughter dialogue to address issues of sexual and gender-based violence in the camp. The program manager of the State Emergency Management Agency, Zege Gayos, said that the government plans to establish a skills acquisition center to empower IDPs, especially women and girls. To strengthen communication within households, IOM introduced a cooking competition to encourage mother-daughter bonding and help young girls speak up about violence, and IDPs expressed gratitude to IOM, SEMA, and supporting partners. Berangayo assured that the new water treatment and reticulation plants will be completed within 2 months.
Because we have been honored to be awarded funding from ECHO, is a humanitarian assistance to intervene for our brothers, daughters, and sisters affected by the violence in Gwe West. And we are partnering with the government to build the water treatment plant. And we're also partnering with the Gwe West local government. Guiding us, we wouldn't be here today. So we are committed to continue to collaborate and coordinate with them any action that we do, and also the leadership of the camp.
The planning we are doing, we have a couple of activities, like in one of the locations, we are going to build a key skill acquisition center, which is going to be holistic, where both internally displaced persons and in the host community and in the IDP camp can benefit from. And then it also includes this location. We are doing it in Gwe West local government, we are doing in Duma local government, and also in local government.
But they will never do that because of father and daughter and mother.
Nene, ajire gan accident.
We learn how to cook healthy food. Cooking rice with red oil sometimes, and mix fish and vegetable to make it healthy consumption. Because since there is not much food, the vegetable and the protein need them a lot. So thank you for what you brought for us today.
So they came out to tell us that how we will maintain our children.
The United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime has recognized Kaduna State as Nigeria's benchmark for drug prevention and treatment, praising its bold reforms and evidence-based approach to substance abuse and mental health. In a letter to Governor Uba Sani, UNODC country representative Sheikh Toure commended Kaduna's transformation of the former Bureau of Substance Abuse into the integrated Kaduna State Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Agency. UNODC highlighted Kaduna's innovative merging of mental health and substance use interventions under one agency as aligning with global best practices, making it one of the country's most effective subnational models. The agency also applauded Kaduna's comprehensive focus on prevention, treatment, rehabilitation, public education, community outreach, and psychosocial support, a holistic, people-centered strategy. UNODC revealed that other states, including Yobe, Borno, Bayelsa, and Kwara, have sought technical assistance to replicate the Kaduna model and further cementing Kaduna's status as leader in public health reforms. The agency pledged continued support through technical aid, capacity building, and program collaboration to sustain Kaduna's evidence-based drug control efforts. We take a pause here, and up next are news stories from the beauty sector. Please stay with us.
Let me start by appreciating the organizers of the Africa Housing Awards for putting up together this remarkable initiative. Organizing the efforts of players in the sector and also encouraging them to do more is a great way to spur development in the sector and also achieve our collective objectives for the good of Nigerians.
Welcome back and glad to have you join us on Housing TV News at the hour. And now to the building sector. The Zamfara state government has completed remodeling 4 Emirate palaces and plans to construct 6 additional ones by the end of 2026, enhancing the welfare of traditional rulers. Governor Dauda Lawal, represented by Deputy Governor Malam Mani Mumuni, during an event in Kaura Namoda, reaffirmed the administration's commitment to supporting traditional institutions for their role in maintaining peace and stability. Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Ahmad Garban Yandi, revealed that the state aims to build a total of 10 Emirate palaces by 2026, covering Anka, Safe, Kaura Namoda, Moriki, and 6 others, with plans to complete the remaining 9 Emirates in a possible second term. Garban Yandi also announced ongoing efforts to build and remodel Jumat mosques across Zamfara, including recent assessments in Talata Mafara. Deputy Governor Mumuni disclosed that Governor Lawal has personally funded several mosque constructions but chooses to keep these acts private, saying the governor considers them a matter between himself and God. And on to news from the Southeast. A landmark housing initiative has been launched in the Nigeria Southeast region to address the housing deficit and stimulate economic growth. The project is a collaboration between Igbo Ebenye, a pan-Igbo consortium, and Hand of God Construction Company Limited, aiming to deliver 100,000 mixed-use housing units over the next decade. The development will span the 5 Southeast states, Enugu, Imo, Abia, Ebonyi, Anambra, and Asaba in Delta states. State governors have pledged significant land allocations to support the project's swift implementation, and the initiative seeks to build smart cities meeting international standards, fostering trade, commerce, industrialization, investment opportunities, and providing affordable housing for diverse population. At the signing event, Igbo Ebenye President Chinedu Nsofo highlighted the region's wealth-building potentials and introduced a pioneering zero construction mechanism aimed at making housing affordable and practical. David Nwachukwu, Managing Director of Hand of God Construction and Vice President of Southeast Redan, emphasized the urgent need to bridge the growing housing gap through innovative, digitally driven infrastructure solutions. He revealed that consultations with Igbo communities, including the diaspora, confirmed strong demand for the project. Nwachukwu also recounted how a 2024 trip to the UK sparked the collaboration between Southeast Redan and Igbo Ebenye, leading to strategic land acquisitions and a shared vision to create vibrant, inclusive communities that enhance quality of life and drive regional economic growth. Moving on to sports matters, Ibrahim Toko has won a gold medal at the just concluded West Africa Para Badminton Championship, Gateway Ogun State 2025. Ibrahim is said to be a member of the CST/KBTB Badminton Club, Benin KB State, and has won many laurels at both local and national levels. He is a newly discovered one-handed badminton player and is continuing to dazzle with stellar performances and making KB proud. Moving on to foreign scene, Guinea-Bissau's military rulers have banned protests and strikes ahead of a visit by ECOWAS leaders seeking to restore constitutional order after last week's coup. The military ordered public institutions to reopen following protests demanding the release of detained opposition leaders and election results. ECOWAS warned of sanctions if the democratic process is disrupted. The interim military-installed president claimed the coup was to stop narco traffickers from taking over and promised a one-year transition. The coup deepens Guinea-Bissau's history of political instability and drug trafficking. And that's the much we can take on Housing TV News at the top of the hour. But before we go, a quick recap of our top stories. Tinubu receives Jonathan at Aso Rock amid Guinea-Bissau political tensions. Federal government reaffirms commitment to security reforms as Police Academy graduates 1,187 cadets. Zamfara to commission 4 remodeled Emirates, build 6 more by 2026. And on the foreign scene, Guinea-Bissau's military bans protests ahead of ECOWAS visits. For more news in the housing sector, subscribe to Housing TV Africa on YouTube and follow Housing TV on all social media platforms. Download the Housing TV Africa mobile app on Google Play Store and Apple Store. I am Raymond Ken Mbata. Bye for now.